Drivin Ivan here, 2024 Volkswagen ID.4. Lots of changes for this model year, and I'm going to drive it, I'm going to review it, I'm going to tell you all about it, so smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get going on this review of the 2024 ID.4. I've got a Patreon below too if you'd like to contribute. All right, here we go, let's get going. Well, I would say the shape slightly defies its 4,888 pound weight. This is the all-wheel drive Pro S, so kind of a top-of-the-line version. It's got 4 motors, and well, I'll get more into the specs in a second, but I just want to talk about its look. By the way, I'm right here at the beautiful beach here on the Jersey Shore, and enjoying this vehicle. It's my friend's car, and we've been driving it all over the place, so I really have a good what it's like to use this car on a daily basis sort of feel. But it looks good. All SUVs sort of look the same these days, but that Volkswagen badge makes it stand out, lights up and things like that. It's a good look, friendly look, lots of ground clearance down here, aggressive looking alloy wheels, nice looking, edgy looking design for the door handles there, very swoopy. So overall, the shape is nice, right? You guys can let me know what you think in the comments, but I think it looks good. Not as nice as the ID Buzz, the Volkswagen camper clone, and actually the one thing that this car shares with that is its all-wheel drive system. Very similar in that car, and the chassis, this specific all-wheel drive for, you know, the dual and front and rear motor. Yes, they share some of the same characteristics, but that is a crazy great looking Volkswagen. This one is a very nice looking Volkswagen. See my video elsewhere of the ID Buzz, and also many other Volkswagen videos. Search any car and Drivin Ivan, of course, but from the Carmen Ghia to really lots of different Volkswagens, Jettas, R32s. I've reviewed them all, so check those out. But let's get into it. Let's go inside and check out the interior. Gives you a nice welcome and lights everything up. Notice we've got 59% battery left, 178 miles. Your range is 290 or so in the just front wheel drive version, but about 260 something in this one. So pretty darn good range. Nice leather seats here. Notice it says ID on the seat there, and I like this piping that comes across here. Nice dark grays and blacks and the silver to highlight it. The infotainment screen is now 12.9 inches and really improved over the last one. So really nice here. Dual zone climate control, and yeah, they listened to people and they went ahead and did what they said. And one of those improvements is, of course, the screen there. Apple CarPlay, and of course, it'll hook up with your Droid too, don't worry. 2 cup holders and plenty of chargers for you there too. Storage, you got some kind of high storage here, and then you open this up and you've got deeper storage there for all your goodies while you're driving around. Nice little armrest too right here. Whoop. And the steering wheel has all of your controls for your adaptive cruise and your smart driving, lane keep assist, things like that. And more controls on the side here, as you can see. Power window controls here. And on the sides here, you have deeper storage for, yeah, you can use it as a cup holder or other storage too. Nice rugged rubber mats here for your really off-roading ability. So yeah, it's all-wheel drive, so if you want to, you know, get dirty and your feet get dirty, well, you don't have to worry about it because you've got these nice rubber mats to make sure your car stays clean. And, you know, like they have a dog, and it's nice to have all that sort of thing for you. And when you see the back seats there, you can see that's seating for 3 across. And look, it just automatically put down the windows for me. How nice, because it knows it's hot. And then you can fold the back seats down too. Excellent. So seating for 5 and a couple cup holders there. Plus you do get a really nice vent back there for the rear people so they get to stay warm too. And that is a good thing. I like the cooled and heated seats as well. And it even has a heated steering wheel too. So really nice interior, very tech savvy, and that's a good thing. Put it in reverse, there's your backup camera. This is slightly changed from the last one. You basically curve it and you can see it tells you what gear you're in right here. You want to be up in reverse there, like I said, or drive. You go on up and put it in drive over there if you are ready to set off on your destination. Park is engaged by pressing the edge of the stalk there. And by the way, if you were wondering what the B mode is, that's your regenerative braking, so you can actually drive it in this mode, and it actually will tend to charge the battery a bit, but I wouldn't recommend going quickly in this mode, but just driving around town you can get some regenerative braking that way. It's basically how a hybrid system works too. By the way, I neglected to show you how great the trunk is. Automatically opens and fits plenty of stuff. And again, you can fold down the windows, but look at that. One touch and she closes on up again, storing your charging stuff back there. I don't know, did you see my disc golf discs back there? Definitely watch my disc golf videos too. If you want to get out in nature, that's a sport you should be playing with your whole family. Also search my car reviews and my pop culture reviews, like the Beatles in London and Liverpool, Jimi Hendrix's Life and Death and Lady Friends in London, and Jim Morrison's Life and Death in Paris, Banksy's Art in Bristol, U2 in Dublin. You get the idea. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, so cruising around the beach here. Like I said, I have had lots of experience in this car. We've driven this car all over the place with my friends, and it's been really comfortable to even be in the back seats. But what are the specs? Well, interesting specs here with the 2024 ID.4. Basically $42,000 to $58,000 is the price range. They have really increased the horsepower and torque. You've gone from basically, well, in this one you get 335 horsepower and about 500 pound-feet of torque, and that's pretty cool. 282 horsepower and about 400 pound-feet of torque in just the regular single motor. This is the dual motor, much faster, and 0 to 60 pretty quick actually, 4.8. And what's the top speed? I know you want to know. It's limited to 100 miles an hour, actually. Kind of interesting. And want to know what the quarter-mile time is? It'll do it in the 13s. That's pretty quick. So as we drive along here, and I'm just in normal mode, and you want to press it, it slams you back. I mean, it's violent. It's a very, very, very fast. We still have 178 in the range, and well, there's plenty of ways to charge it. If you have the super fast charger, well, then you can charge it from 10-15% all the way up to 80 in 20-30 minutes. That's the super fast charger. If you have just a snail, like plug it into your outlet at home charger, well, you better have about 24 hours to charge it. But normally charge time, we've stopped, depends on where we go, but you know, if we know we're going to be somewhere for a while, then we've charged it in the slower port, and you know, in about 4 hours you can get a really good charge. But you know, up to under an hour for most of the fast chargers in the area. Those can be hard to find, and you do compete with them. We're on the Jersey Shore, and we went to like the boardwalk and the casino areas, and you know, 10 EV spaces, and all 10 were taken pretty much the whole time we were there. My friend managed to get one about, you know, in between, but you know, it wasn't right away. So this is where I talk about whether I think that electric vehicles are valid forms of transportation. This is a great vehicle. This is a great SUV. And if you have the lifestyle where you can pretty much live with a little bit of range anxiety sometimes, you kind of always have to have it in the back of your mind. I've never reviewed an EV and I haven't had range anxiety. I really prefer hybrids. Now, avid viewers of mine will know I love sports cars. I have some really cool cars. You can see I have, you know, a couple Porsche 911s, air-cooled and a water-cooled. I have a Citroen pink, my Barbie Dream Wagon. I have a Maserati Spider. I do a buyer's guide on that one. And I have a Lancia Delta Integrale. But, you know, I have a lot of cool cars. But what do I drive as my daily driver? I have a Prius. And you can see my video, is the Prius the best car in the world? You can also watch my road trip, 2,500 miles in a 25-year-old Porsche 911, where I took my 996 on a long road trip. I love the Prius. I love hybrids. But again, it's really nice to never have to go to a gas station. My friend got the 7,500 tax credit, and this is the only EV that is not an American company, like, you know, Volkswagen, of course, German, but it is made in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and you do get the $7,500 tax credit for now, so that's a great deal. They also have great leases on these because, you know, as legislation changes are happening, and you know, you're pretty much free to buy whatever you want now, I guess, you know. And being a car guy, I'm like, oh, you know, whatever. I also say a lot about electric cars in my Model S, but I think for me, I want to be able to stop anywhere I want for 5 or 10 minutes and fully, you know, have the vehicle ready. So we're not quite there with EVs, but this is a great, very usable vehicle. And the only problems that we've had with this, one time it did leave us and it just wouldn't start, but that was a 12-volt battery issue, and that was kind of strange. It doesn't really happen very often, but freak situations happen, and overall this Volkswagen ID Buzz has been very good. It offers everything you want in your SUV, a lot of tech and convenience. It's got many driving modes in here. You can use your, you know, Apple CarPlay, your Android. You can link it up with your phone, no problem. You can charge it. You know, everybody's comfortable in here. Really nice ventilation for the back seat, and you pretty much get everything you need in a vehicle, plus seating for 5, and lots of storage room too, and ground clearance too, and the all-wheel drive helps as well, depending on where you live. But my friend, he does have a power charger at home. However, when he travels a lot, and he said that is one of the drawbacks to the car, is that you do have to kind of be thinking about charging it. You get about 260 miles of range. Again, it's been on 178 miles the whole time, 59%. It hasn't really moved much. I'm not driving it fast. You know, I laid it into it a little bit there to show you how crazy the acceleration is. It is very, very fast. But again, that's just something to consider. I think it's great that you can get that tax credit. I think it's great that you are helping the environment. Again, I've owned a Prius. Even though I love sports cars and crazy cool cars, I have owned a Prius for, you know, many, many years. I had the 2nd generation Prius. Now I have the 3rd gen Prius. That's actually one of my newest cars. I took my Alpina B7 2007 BMW here because, well, it's a long story, but the air conditioning works well and it's very fast too. A little faster than this, even though it's from 2007. So watch that car review. But I am impressed with this Volkswagen ID.4. Those changes in 2024 are very good. People really do enjoy this screen, and it is really, really nice. It's got everything you need in there, and you can, you know, people say you don't even have to worry about it. You can just, you don't have to use your phone to control it because it's actually pretty good. So, you know, you can go into climate settings, heated and cooled seats, just everything to keep you comfortable. And car settings will bring up some other stuff. Again, there's different driving modes, but it's plenty fast right where it is. And the screen is large. You got that screen right there. You got all the safety of the adaptive cruise and lane keep. So it's pretty much self-driving, although it wants you to keep your hands on the wheel, which some of them don't really scream at you as much as this one does. It doesn't do it that much, but it's very good. I have used it that way. We're in kind of city traffic right now, but this is a great vehicle. 260 miles range, up to 290 if you get the single motor. And the Volkswagen ID.4, great upgrades, nice looking, comfortable for up to 5 people, or in our case, up to 3 people and a dog. And it's a great vehicle. If you're ready for an electric vehicle, it's a good one. And there should be some good lease options right now. I think, you know, they just have some great options to buy these right now, and you can get some really good financing or a good lease. So if you want to try it out, hey, try it out. Search any car in Drivin Ivan. And again, thank you so much for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe if you already haven't. Again, I said check out my check out my disc golf videos, check out my literal video for Chris Isaac's Wicked Game, documentaries, Real Reality, and Real Poker. That's a good one to watch. And also check out my guitar reviews, my travel videos where I tell you about cool rock and roll stars, Andy Warhol's life in Pittsburgh, Jim Morrison in Alexandria. Also have where the Beatles stayed first time they came to Washington, D.C. That's a cool video, so check that one out. But again, thank you so much for watching. I am Drivin Ivan. Whew, man, is this fast. You're gonna love it, trust me. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.